Hey y'all, it's Katie. I hope everyone's doing well today. Today we are talking about Given to the Sea by Mindy McGinnis. Honestly, I was really disappointed with this book. It wasn't that it was bad or anything. I did end up giving it a 7.5 out of 10. I really did not enjoy it. It was a good story, but it didn't draw me in, like I could close it and be fine. It was interesting, but not enthralling. It didn't make me want to turn the page. Like, I turned the page out of my own inability not to. I don't know what it is. I really could not get myself to love this book. I had such high hopes for it. I was so excited. I love the premise, and I think the storyline is really interesting and really well done plot-wise, but I don't know. I didn't really care that much about the characters or the story. Like, I could have, if there had been a fire and this book, no, that's bad. That's a little intense. I really like if someone had stolen this book, I wouldn't have been that upset at any point during the read. Like, I'm really sad. And then the ending, I just didn't care that much for. It was very anticlimactic. I think this book built itself up to a lot more than it was in terms of, like, the hype surrounding it, and also just the story itself. Like, it was all heightening, and all throughout the story, you're like, okay, what's gonna happen? Tell me, you're making this more and more intense. And then it was, like, not a big deal at the end. We have this pointless double love triangle that was so stupid and annoying. Like, I don't know, man. I'm very irritated. It was okay, but I really just don't think it's for me. In this town called Steel, every few years there is a given, and it's the line of one of these 3 maidens who are sacrificed to the sea to sate it so it doesn't kill the kingdom. Like, I guess the sea rises up and, like, all these waves happen and kill everybody, but as soon as they started sacrificing the given regularly, it was fine. Like, no wave will come. So every generation, like, this woman has her baby, then the baby is kept to be the next given, and then she, like, her body of its own accord dances its way into the sea to be consumed by the water. Our story follows a given named Kosa, who the town that she is kept in until it's time for her to be given is under siege by the enemies of the Stelians, the Pietra, and as soon as they come under attack, she runs away and ends up running to, like, the capital, to the king's castle, where she meets Vincent, who is the prince that really never wants to be king. He hates his father. His grandfather is really cool, and he's the current king, and it's just, he doesn't know what he wants. He starts to have a thing for Kosa. We also meet the prince's 2 adopted siblings, who are Indiri, which is kind of like a indigenous witch-type race. They have really interesting powers, and they are the last of their kind. Everyone else was killed off during the battles many years ago, so the queen has kind of adopted them alongside Vincent, but the kingdom will never really accept them. There's a lot of racism and a lot of issues with that happen in the story. The Indiri that she meets are named Dara and Donal. Dara's in love with Vincent. Vincent low-key has feelings for Dara, but he doesn't realize it until later in the story, and by then he's already started to have feels for Kosa, so that goes on. And then Donal and Kosa have, like, a thing going on, but then they can't. Oh my god, like, it's just, they're cool characters, but the storyline is beyond frustrating. The thing about Kosa as the given is that she cannot bear human touch. Like, the people who raised her even can't, like, people touching her shoulders, she can't do it. Like, it literally makes her nauseous. Like, she will vomit if people touch her. This makes reproducing to have an heir to be the given very difficult, as you can imagine. So when she gets to the castle, the seas are kind of turning, and everybody's like, okay, well, why hasn't she had a child yet? Because she's older than the given normally are, at which point they have the child and go off to sea, and everyone's like, we're worrying. If she doesn't go soon, the wave is going to come and we're all going to die. She can't go till she has a kid. Like, somebody knock this girl up is kind of the consensus of the town. So she is in the castle where everybody is, like, just waiting. Some people want to forcibly impregnate her, and it's just a kind of intense setup, and they're trying to figure out simultaneously, like, she's willing to go to the sea to save everyone, but also everybody's trying to convince her, like, no, your life means more than this, you shouldn't have to give it up. Like, we have no proof, and there has to be another way. Like, why does it have to be a young girl? Why does she just have to die for no reason? They're kind of trying to figure that out, and they're trying to find another way while the people are kind of starting to get really upset and want her to leave. If you have not read Given to the Sea, it's okay. That is all I have for the non-spoiler part of this review, so if you have not read Given to the Sea, now is your time to go. Okay, so I don't know why I didn't like this book. I wanted to so badly. I don't think the writing was bad. Like, I didn't have a lot of problems with it. I just didn't enjoy it. Like, it did not draw me in. I didn't care. The chapters were so short. This stuff with wit, I was like, okay. Like, I feel like there are a lot of good plot ideas, but I don't know if they were executed in a way that suits my reading style. That is all I have for today, so have a good one, y'all. Thanks so much for watching.